Warm welcome to Horse Talk. And I have gotten quite a few questions about the program that I promised to go live and answer them all. But I have also answered you on email. But let me know in the comments below if you are here and if you have any questions, then make sure to post them in the comments below. And one of the questions I got is, do I need a round pen to do Liberty? No, you do not need a round pen to do Liberty, at least not if you follow the Ride Like a Viking program, because all the exercises are shown both at Liberty and with tack. And we can actually train our horses control based at Liberty, just as we can train them liberty based and choice based with the tack. So the tack doesn't really matter so much, and also not the facilities, because you can do everything with the lead rope and your riding equipment as usual, just as you also can do everything at Liberty. So I hope this helps, because there is a lot of confusion going on about this, because I also get quite a few questions like, do I need to be a clever rider to succeed with this? And no, you don't, because it is much easier to ride horses when we teach our horses to be self-controlling than when we need to control them and manage them all the time. And obviously, if we try to do Liberty with the same mindset as we use from, how we have learned to ride, which very often involves how to control the horse and how to make the horse do what we want the horse to do, and not so much about how we can make our ID the horse's ID by giving choices and how to communicate with them through body language. Then obviously, if we take this mindset of control and bring with us into the Liberty training, then Liberty is going to be very, very difficult, because then you would need to use your minimal riding signals without any reins to try to control the horse. But once you have done these exercises, either you do them, in a round pen or without, or with the lead rope or without, you are going to be able to make your ID, your horse's ID, and your horse self-controlling, which is what this is all about. And yeah, you can do this with or without tack. It doesn't really matter. Yes. But the result is that it's going to be very, very easy for you also to do all of this at Liberty, because you don't use the tack to control the horse, you use the tack to, and your body language and your riding signals to, give signals. Yep, and this, it was a huge game changer for me, which then basically changed everything I had learned on how to ride and everything I had learned about horses. And it then also made it possible for me to succeed with horses others have given up on, while staying safe and having fun and not needing to be, quick and clever, because I had this tool of being able to make my ID my horse's ID and connect with them through basically taking the guard, which is something you learn how to do inside the program. Yes, I hope this helps. And let me know in the comments below if you have maybe already been riding Liberty with tack with your horse. Because if your horse is able to maintain speed on a loose rein and is self-controlling, and you don't need the reins to control the horse, you are basically already riding Liberty with the tack. And this is what makes riding so much easier, even if you are a beginner and even if you are scared of riding. Because you don't need to be brave to take part in this program, but the program is probably going to make you braver. And I come across this quite often, that riders are a bit timid to ride, and I have been there myself. And very often we get like this advice like, yeah, just do it, and it's not that scary, and come on, you can do it. But very often it is actually this feeling we get that the horse may not be safe to ride. We just get that feeling when together with the horse. I think it's basically maybe almost our intuition telling us that something is off. And I think we should listen to this, actually, and take it one step back and do the groundwork and connect with the horse and, teach the horse the riding signals from the ground and just take it way back to the beginning. And then you will find that after a while, you are going to have the courage to ride, and your horse is also going to want to be ridden by you. And this sounds a bit strange, but this has happened so many times with riders doing the program. Suddenly they don't feel anxious to ride anymore. And very often their horse has then also overcome anxiety that was almost like hidden inside them. There was some kind of tension and, was this feeling. And I don't think we should take this lightly. I think you should just start at the start, and you will soon realize that both you and your horse are going to be braver, and you're also going to have tools that, makes it a whole lot safer to ride. Like you have the bend to stop, which enables you to empty worry in the horse and also handle unexpected situations, without them escalating. So I hope this helps, and I think most of us have been there, and the advice of like get on the horse as fast as possible and keep on riding, I don't really buy into that. Yep, I think it's then about time to reconnect on the ground and then bring that connection with us up into the riding. And we shouldn't discard our intuition when it comes to this. Because a whole lot of horses out there, they are holding tension and they are difficult to ride. But that's not the way it's supposed to be. So we might be clever and quick and learn how to manage the situation, but that's not what horse riding and having a horse is about. It's about building that relationship and having the tools so that both you and your horse feel safe. And that's what makes it possible to, take horses others have given up on and then ride them at liberty. Because it's not about winning battles and being quick and clever and managing the horse. It's about, using these tools to build a relationship and get a safe horse that is easy to ride. So if you have a horse that's difficult to ride, then this program is for you. Yes, it's going to be so much easier. So let me know if you have any questions. Please fire away in the comments. Yes. And there were also quite a few who wondered about joining later and why Ride Like a Viking members is basically closed for new members most of the year. And yes, you can join later, but that might be, towards the fall or maybe even next year. It will depend a bit on how many members there are and how many questions we have during the live interactive Q&As. Because what I have found that you get the best results by getting, or at least having the possibility to get personal feedback along the way. But if there are like too many members and too many questions, you will not be able to get that personal feedback. So I would not count on joining later. I would join now. And if you find it's not for you, we have a 14-day, no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. So I'd rather join now and then get a refund if you find it's not for you than to have to wait maybe several months before joining the program. And one thing I have also found over the years is that with horses, things tend to get either better or they tend to get worse. So So if you now experience like something is a little off with your horse is maybe starting to rush a bit and becoming a bit stiff, you know, in the reins, and maybe not as responsive to your leg aid, and is starting to, you know, be a bit tense on the trail rides and snatching for grass and whatnot, this can then either get better or it can get worse. So what now is a little bit of rushing can, you know, easily escalate into bolting. And if you don't have the tools to solve this, you know, that's maybe where you might end up. Or that your horse is ignoring your leg aid might then end up with your horse completely stopping and refusing to move forwards. So, but it can also, you know, end well. But what I feel is that very many horse owners, they buy a horse and they have taken riding lessons and they've gone to clinics, and, you know, they learn how to ride and how to control and manage horses, but they don't necessarily learn how to train horses. And once you are a horse owner, you are actually a horse trainer, and horses learn very fast. So if you get something wrong 3 times, the horses actually learn the wrong thing. And if you don't know how to undo it, you know, this can quickly have a kind of a snowball effect. So if you want to be a confident horse owners and have a solution for different problems that, you know, tend to occur, then make sure to join now, and it's going to be so much easier for you to, you know, succeed with this than waiting until you have a huge problem with your horse. Yes, and there was also a question about combining the Ride Like a Viking program with riding polo. So it's like, I ride polo, can I combine this with polo? I'm not a polo rider, but I definitely, one of my dreams is to go to Argentina and actually ride polo and experience it. I really love to visit different horse cultures and different ways of riding and learn from it. I've been to France and ridden the Camargue horses, and to Mongolia, obviously, and riding the semi-wild horses there. And we went to United States and rode quarter horses. And this winter we are having a Ride Like a Viking gathering in Spain, where we're going to ride Andalusian horses, which I'm looking very much forward to. I always come back with new inspiration. But my point is that it doesn't really matter if you ride polo or western or dressage or show jumping or Icelandic horses or gated horses, or you do trail riding. The biomechanics and the fundamentals of riding are the same. So I think you are going to rock this with your polo horse, or polo horses for that matter. And as what I've seen polo is about, it's both about having a horse that is quick and agile and kind of have the horse's readiness. So you want a horse that is responsive to your signals, but you also want a horse that is self-controlling, because you're riding with the club there and trying to hit the ball, right? So you can't manage the horse while doing this. The horse needs to kind of manage themselves a bit, but still be very responsive. And in that terms, then the Ride Like a Viking program is perfect for you. And we even also have a certified Ride Like a Viking instructor that does, among others, polo, Chantal de Jong, who is situated in the Netherlands. She rides dressage and polo, and now also Icelandic horses. And she does the program and has gotten lots of value from it. So I think no matter the discipline, this can definitely fit. Which brings me to the next, and I think the last question, which was specifically about gated horses and Icelandic horses. And the question was, can I ride the Tölt on a loose rein? Yes, definitely, you can ride the Tölt or gates on a loose rein. But obviously, like if you have an Icelandic horse, your horse can be what we call four-gated and seek more towards the trot, or it can be a natural tölter, or it can seek more towards the pace. So if your horse seeks towards the trot, then you need to be very mindful when you're riding your transitions from tolt to walk, so that your horse doesn't fall down into the trot, and that you are, making this a habit. Then it's going to be very easy for you to ride on a loose rein and even at liberty in the tolt. And definitely if your horse is more towards the pacey side, then this program is going to help you a lot, because then your horse very often might be a bit too high in the neck, and you want a more round and lowered neck horse, a horse that it goes more towards the trot, which is very easy then to do on a loose rein and even without the reins. And once you have gotten your leg aid to actually work on the hind legs, it's going to be very easy for you to do this both with a four-gated trotty horse or more like a pacey horse. So it's going to do wonders for your tolt. Yes. I think we even had a Connemara horse who started tolting from doing this program. And that was kind of funny. But we don't have specific how to tolt videos or how to do polo videos or how to do show jumping videos. We have videos about the basics of getting a self-controlling and responsive horse that wants to do the same as you want to do. And that's how the other stuff becomes easy. Yes, so let me know in the comments below if you consider joining. And if you consider joining, then I think you have about 3 hours before we close. And then I would head on over to ridelikeaviking.com/course and secure your spot risk-free before it's too late and you will have to wait for several months. Yes, I will also drop the link down in the comments below. And I'm looking very much forward to seeing you on the inside of Ride Like a Viking members. And thank you so much for all the questions. And yeah, that reminded me, there was one question I got a lot. How do I unsubscribe? It was kind of funny. Yes, if you are, once you are a Ride Like a Viking member, you can unsubscribe at any time yourself inside the platform. And you don't need to be a member for a certain amount of months. You can unsubscribe at any time yourself. Yes, and maybe you also asked about how to unsubscribe to all the emails that's going out, reminding you of the deadline. Then on every email that I send out, you can go to the button of the email and you can go to unsubscribe. And that's completely fine with me. You can join again later. But obviously, I also get quite a few emails then the day after closing, but like I missed the deadline. So yeah, I try to do something that, helps those who want to join, not miss the deadline, but also doesn't overwhelm those who are only, here to get free trainings and the weekly tips on email. Yes, so I hope this helps. And if you want to join, go to ridelikeaviking.com/course and I will see you on the inside of Ride Like a Viking members. Okay, thank you so much for joining and bye for now.